Dum 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 dum. King Kai, King Kai, King Kai, King Kai, King Kai, King Kong the movie. Yeah, that's why I'm doing that. But hello everyone, welcome back to Bayern Now, the ultimate Bayern Munich fan channel. So apparently, CFC Chelsea Football Club have apparently joined the race for King Kai Havertz. Our king, you can't have him. And a lot of Bayern fans are concerned. Oh, Chelsea, they have a bigger pull than Bayern. Kai Havertz would choose a British club that's fourth in their table and isn't going anywhere. If Liverpool and Man City maintain their form, he'd choose them over us. No, we're scared. No, come on. Well, the thing is with Chelsea, you have to respect them. This window, Chelsea are probably going to sign Sancho. I'm telling you this now. Man United aren't as rich as they make themselves out to be, right? Of course, they're going to make it look like they have some economical influence on the market. But United's board have come out and said these things. So I expect Chelsea to even sign Sancho. And with Havertz, of course they're interested. There have been many sources coming out and saying Frank Lampard is interested. If you're a team that has the ambition to win the Champions League and to get in all these competitions and challenge for trophies all over the world, you're going to want to link yourself to Kai Havertz. You're going to want to sign Kai Havertz. If you're a club with sensible thinking in your brain, Kai Havertz is a fantastic player. He's a baller. If you look at Kai Havertz, he's 20 years old and he's worth 100 million. I'm sorry, I didn't change that. I will change it right now, okay? Some of you are like, oh, no, he's 20. Why did you put the age, okay? That's because that was about Sane and I didn't change the value of, yeah, there we go. Now you can stop complaining, okay? Do you get it now? Look, it's Kai Havertz, 20 years old, 18 or 16, 15 goals and 8 assists this season, 20 years of age, 100 million market value, fantastic. Weirdly enough, he's been playing striker a lot. A lot of people wonder, can he play in the Lewandowski role? No, he can't. He's not a striker. He's a false nine, which is basically just a number 10. It is, who just gets a bit more license to be in the box, and he's a presence in the box. So, which explains why he's good at headers. He's 6 foot tall, 6'2" actually. His finishing is superb, dribbling is superb, through balls are amazing, and his overall dribbling is good too. His tackling, crossing, and defensive contribution are his minor weaknesses. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about Chelsea. Are they a threat to what Bayern are trying to do this summer? Basically, Lothar Matthäus, Bayern legend of football, one of the greatest midfielders of all time, completeness, everything, he could do it all, has come out and said that Bayern can afford Leroy Sané and Kai Havertz this transfer window. We knew this coming into this transfer window. Any Bayern fan that thought Bayern weren't going to splash the cash, we were going to splash the cash. People keep telling me we're very greedy, we like our money, we like to negotiate. Yes, we're cheap. That's good. You have to be frugal. Sometimes if you know you can get a lower price for something, why not try and negotiate? But we also signed Lucas Hernandez and Pavard for about a combined 120 million last summer. So don't tell me we're broke or we're reluctant to spend the money where it's needed. Lucas was injured and we still splashed the cash for him in hopes that he'd stay fit, and he hasn't. But we still did and showed the ambition that we're willing to splash the cash because we needed these two players in the positions that we required them in. So don't tell me that we don't want to splash the cash. We do. Coming into the season, Bild said it, and I think Sky Sports said it, and they were basically saying Bayern's war chest for this transfer window before the Sirona happened was about 300 million. We wanted to spend money on a center back. We wanted to get Sergino Dest or a right back. We probably weren't going to get Sergino Dest. I think we would have gone for someone like a Ricardo Pereira, Leicester City. Legit. 25 years old at that level with the pace, and Hansi Flick has come out today and said he would like a right back or a full back. That's what he said. A wide player who adds pace and quality to us. I'm pretty sure he's talking about a right back there. And also, obviously, we know that Sané is basically a public word now at Bayern. If you say Sané, it's basically like he's our player already. Our board are constantly talking about him. But we're also going to probably sign Kai Havertz this season if the Sirona never happened. Of course, with Müller coming into form in full fruition, these plans maneuver, they change a little bit. And now all of a sudden, since Müller's playing at this level, you're thinking of Kai in 2021. But Kai Havertz wants to move this season. So like I said, Bayern had a war chest. We were going to spend a lot of money. We were going to sign Sané for whatever City wanted for him because Sané, if the Sirona never happened and the league wasn't postponed and Sané's value never went down, we would have had to pay like 100+ million for him, at least around that range. And with Havertz, we were always going to pay 100 million for. Any team that signs Havertz is going to have to give Leverkusen 100 million because that's what they want for him. He has 2 years left in his contract. Unless Havertz is the guy to run down his contract and twerk for British clubs or twerk for any other club, he's not leaving Leverkusen for free. He's not going to leave and go to his dream club at 22 years old in 2022 when his contract expires. He's going to go, and Leverkusen is going to get some peas, some money, as the British would say. There's some money for him. Someone told me, oh, peas means money. I thought it meant pounds. And it did, but yeah, I'd never really connected peas when people said peas with pounds before a few weeks ago, a few months ago when someone explained it to me. But whatever that, I didn't even need to be saying that. But with this Havertz thing, you're thinking about Bayern, we can spend the money. We're probably going to sign the players that we all know we'll sign. Serginho Dest, Sané, Havertz. We need these players. It's not like we want them for now. Well, maybe Havertz comes in and he doesn't fit into our number 10 role just right away. But in the next 2 years, we're going to slowly see him start taking over the Müller position. Because guess what? Thomas Müller isn't going to increase his output. I mean, goddamn, the guy he's actually increased himself over the last 3 years. He's gotten better and more productive in terms of getting assists, obviously. Not getting goals because he's decreased. I mean, there was a thing where Müller didn't score for like 15 league games or something. I don't know. It was crazy. But you're seeing Müller get more assists, and obviously he did get more goals towards the beginning of his career. He was a goal-scoring number 10, a central forward, exploiting space. He was getting in the end of crosses. Now he's the one providing the crosses. So you'll see the difference. I think with Havertz coming in, Havertz is a goal scorer. If you look here, it says 15 goals, 8 assists. He will get a lot of assists for Bayern, more assists than Leverkusen. You wonder as well. Havertz creates a few chances per game for Leverkusen. I have to think, is the finishing poor, or is it because, I don't know. So maybe he would get the same amount of assists as goals here because our finishing quality is better than at Leverkusen. We score more goals per game, and he create more chances per game because he get more opportunities on the ball because we also are a more possession-based team. We have the highest average possession in the league and also the third most in Europe, I think, somewhere. And whatever it is, Havertz coming into the team fits our philosophy better than he does at Chelsea United. Man United will be linked to Havertz because they're LinkedIn FC. LinkedIn, new connection, new connection, new connection. They should just focus on their French connection with Pogba and Martial. But instead, they're focused on trying to link themselves to players that they know damn well they can't sign. United can't lure Havertz. Look, Havertz has Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, even maybe Juventus if they let Dybala go, but I don't think Juventus or even Inter Milan, no Serie A clubs are interested. So you have these three big giants, the biggest clubs in the world, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern, in terms of prestigiousness and consistency over the last few decades. These are the best clubs in the world, of all time maybe. And then you're looking at England and it's United. We want you. United is like a little ugly girl that's like looking at Havertz, a really nice looking dude, no homo. Like, Kai, I want you. I love you. I love you, Kai. Fanboys, I love you, Kai. And Bayern are we're the main hoes. We're sexy. We got a big booty and we got we got a chest, bro. Woo! We got the watermelons. We might as well just be black people because we got watermelons right here popping up, baby. And yeah, and apparently Chelsea and United with their ugly faces are like, come to us, come to Europa League, Kai. Europa League, Kai. Come to Europa League. You know, you see that patch on Havertz's thing? It's a Champions Champagne League patch right there. You can't lure a player who plays in the Champions League. You know, I'm not as much with Leverkusen because they don't get in it every season. But he has played in the Champions. Why would he then want to go to the Europa League? Right? Why would he want to go to an uglier house? All right? Did you see the UEFA or BR football animation series thing? Yeah, the Europa League house is ugly for a reason. It's not prestigious. No one cares about it. It's a ghost house. No one cares about the Europa League. You win the Europa League, no one cares. And Obviously, you qualify for the UEFA Super Cup, which is a pretty important trophy. I never realized just how important the UEFA Super Cup is. But, like I keep saying, no. The only English club that I'd be scared about if they really genuinely went in for Havertz isn't even Man City. I wouldn't be afraid of Man City. I think the club that I'm looking at the most is Liverpool. Liverpool, if they decided, you know what, we want to splash some money, they sign Havertz. Havertz will play and be a baller for them. That's why I'm thinking about too. And they have Klopp. They have a system under them that could fit Havertz. Not really though, because Havertz is a number 10 and Liverpool don't play with a number 10. They play a 4-3-3. Firmino is a false 9. Mane, Salah as inside strikers. They're basically strikers. They score like 20 plus goals a season. That's what strikers do, score goals. And they use their full, but I don't know how Havertz would fit into Liverpool unless they decided to go to a 4-2-3-1, playing Firmino high and Havertz in the 10, Mane, Salah either side, and then playing Henderson and Wijnaldum, or Henderson and Fabinho, Wijnaldum and Fabinho, whatever it is. And I don't see how Liverpool would change their system for King Kai Havertz. I think Bayern fits, he fits us the most, the best. The best club for Kai Havertz is Bayern right now. The best club in the world right now is Bayern. We're going to win the Champions League. When I keep saying it, I don't really say these things about Bayern. I'm not that optimistic. I love talking about our club. I love saying we're the best. No, I'm not actually. I'm really real when it comes to these things. But I've never seen a Bayern Munich team in the last few years play as complete as this one right now. Under Pep, you could say, wow, we'd bottle it. You could almost predict what game we will bottle it and the fashion we will. But this Bayern team, there's some ruthless attitude to it. Hansi Flick coming out every press conference like, oh, we want to win our next game. That's a mentality that we haven't had. We've always had it because we're Bayern, we want to win our next game. But it's like we're actually doing it and applying it. There was a guy, sometimes I'm like, our players are trying to play crap just so there's a little bit of improvement to do. Because it's almost like everything is perfect. The movement in between the lines is superb. People are talking about the fact that we could break the Bundesliga record for 101 goals, I think set by Pep. We'll probably break that next season. We will score a lot of goals next season with Kai Havertz and Sané coming in. We will score more goals. Think about the chances Coman misses. Think about who's going to be at the end of those chances now. It's not going to be Kingsley Coman and his half-brain chicken, headless chicken running around, sprinting around like Usain Bolt's cousin. I don't know. He's not even Usain Bolt. He's Usain Bolt's cousin. Like, he's not even a Lamborghini. He's just some off-brand fast car from China. But now it's going to be Sané on the end of those crosses. It's going to be Havertz. It's going to be Lewandowski, who's in form, wants to break Gudmuller's 40 goals record. People don't realize Lewa wants to probably break that record more than anyone in the world wants to. I think you think about Lewandowski, I think he will. He'll break that record next season. If he stays fit and plays the way he is now next season, scoring 2 goals, 1 goal per game. Because Hansi Flick hasn't been a manager for a full season. You can't say Hansi Flick has had his full season. We've judged Hansi Flick now because he's done so well and he's proving himself as permanent manager. United had a thing where people were comparing United and Hansi Flick. No, Man United got crap after they signed their manager on a permanent. We got significantly better. We had players renew their contracts that we knew were going to leave if we didn't change the manager or if Kovac stayed. So Hansi Flick has had definitely an influence, and Hansi Flick has also praised Kai Havertz. He came out a few days ago and said he doesn't know a team that wouldn't want a player like Kai Havertz in their team. That's an indirect way from a manager saying, I want this player in my team. Because he's saying, what disgusting, stupid manager would be so dumb as to not even consider or fathom the fathomable thought of having a player like Kai Havertz in their team. That was his way of saying, I want a player like Kai Havertz in my team. Hansi Flick also came out and said he'd like a wide player. So for me, that's a right back. A wide player who, as fullback, that's what he said, or a winger. So that's his way of saying we want a fullback and a winger, not or, right? He may have said or. He says in his head, he's not going to go, oh, we want this and that. He's obviously going to say we want this or that. We're gonna sign a right back this season, or probably January, whatever it is. Sergino Dest is coming to Bayern. Whatever people think about that, make your mind up. He's coming. We're going to sign Kai Havertz this summer. It's going to happen. There's no way we don't sign Kai Havertz. If Kai Havertz stays at Leverkusen, I'll be very surprised. We're going to sign Sane. Imagine these two coming in, Sane and Havertz. Not just screw everyone else, anyone else that could come. Sane and Havertz come in. Bro, that's a really ballsy team right there. In fact, think about it. Now we're the best team in the world. We are moving crazy. We could win the Champions League, the Super Cup, all these things. We could win the We're winning the Bundesliga. We have a big shot at the DFB Pokal. It's an easier route because there's no Leipzig or Dortmund. It's only Leverkusen, Mönchengladbach, I think, still left. And actually, Mönchengladbach are out. But you have Leverkusen and Frankfurt. These are the toughest teams in the competition. I can imagine Leverkusen in the final. You think about the route to the Champions League, to the DFB Pokal. We could win a quadruple this year. We could win... Liverpool won the Champions League, Pokal, and Super Cup, obviously, and then they also won the FIFA World Cup. People forget, when you win the Champions League, you typically win, or most teams that win the Champions League, you go on and actually, a few months later, go to the Club World Cup and win it. That's going to be December. And then you got the UEFA Super Cup, which is almost like a Champions League. It's bigger than the Europa League, and it's just smaller than the Champions League. People don't forget, UEFA Super Cup is a really nice trophy to win. It's literally like, Bayern have only won it once, the UEFA Super Cup. I would like to win it again. Imagine, you automatically get an extra few trophies in there. We'll be the first German team to win 6 Champions. That 5 number will finally go away. And then we'll look into it, getting Sane and Havertz. That would be fantastic business. So yeah, as we come into the end of this video, thank you all so much for watching. By the way, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and just share that video, share the videos, right? I see a lot of people are doing it. I appreciate each and every one of you. I really do. And make sure you're just look out. Hopefully everyone's doing well. I think, by the way, fans should be in the stadium after December. I don't know how. You can't stop the world. Eventually, people will get impatient. Eventually, people will just start going outside stadiums and jumping around. Legit, people will get tired and be like, I want to watch my team. I want to be in the stadium. And you might even see, I don't know, UEFA what if the German government, by August, because they said by August, no gatherings over 100. What if the Sirona slowed down to a point where the German government is like, okay, you can have fans in the stadium, but you can have 25% of the fans, but they have to be spread out like that. And it's almost like you have 30,000 people in the stadiums. I don't know. I hope this is the case. No, it's not going to happen, though. But thank you, everyone, so much for watching this. King Kai is coming. Mia san mia, and peace.